Watch. My name is. We just finished watching Watchmen, episode one. Season one, episode 3. She was killed by space junk. My name is Zach.
I'm Crystal.
I'm Travis.
I'm Andrew. Mark's over there.
I'm here too.
We're the Knights of the Drunk Watch.
And now our talk begins.
Obligatory humming.
So, Zach, Crystal, having watched little to none of the show, what do you think of episode 3?
It is pretty intense.
Were you drawn in?
It's a lot. Kind of half yes, half no. I feel like the whole Jeremy Irons side thing is what was throwing me the most.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of questions that they're going to lead up to eventually.
Well, I was sitting here going, what's his purpose? What's he doing?
Well, it is only the third episode.
It is only the third episode, and this is kind of a nugget about Jeremy Irons, although it's kind of delivered in the, fanboy way of Petey, supposedly Ozymandias or Adrian Veidt.
Hi, Mom.
Has been, is dead, but according to him and all of his fanboy, hookups, he's actually gone and gotten plastic surgery and is hiding out in Argentina, is what he said, I think. Somewhere.
He certainly made a deal with the game warden.
Yes, and apparently he is on some place with the game warden where, you can just go riding around on white Andalusian horses that are named Bruciferous?
Yeah.
Something
Bucius
like
or, yeah.
Yeah. And go bow and arrow bison in the eye.
Yeah.
And he's got a cadre of henchmen and henchwomen who are, I would say,
I think they're just henches
kindergarten
now.
automatons.
They're minions.
Minions.
They're henches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's killing them willy-nilly.
Yeah.
At least the guys. Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's trying to get to space.
According to the previews, it looks like he's trying to get to space.
Well,
So
because
maybe
he
he's trying to
probably
get
wants
to
to get to
Dr.
Mars to confront Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he's trying to use, medieval technology to do it.
Yes.
So you build a spacesuit out of buffalo hide and armor.
I don't really understand.
Armor.
Is his character set in the present, though?
I would think so, given his age.
Yeah, I think
He's
so.
contemporary of Gene Smart, and...
Or was he sent back in time?
What?
That's
No.
a stretch.
Okay. Y'all, it's a sci-fi show. It's not a stretch.
They do constantly reference TikTok. Who knows? Maybe.
Robert Redford's president for 30 years. How is that a stretch?
We don't know if he's
No, I'm not
president
saying.
for 30
I'm not
years.
saying
He was
it's
just
unbelievable. I
president.
just don't see why he would go back in time.
I think it's a limitation of his imprisonment and captivity. He's not allowed to have so much technology. Because...
Well, I think he's just at an old castle.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Well, he
anyway.
clearly has
Remember I said
access to a supply of clones.
Right.
Or something that can
So,
manufacture those
If you
clones.
have a supply of clones, why are you trying to catapult them into space? You don't have any,
Trying to be off the radar. Trying to
He's
live off the
also
grid.
a bit of a
Zach.
madman. So
Yeah, he is also a bit of a
Clearly.
madman. Possibly though, if he's trying to get into space,
Bless you.
and you're trying to build yourself a spacesuit out of rough materials, and you're trying to go about that in a scientific manner, yes, maybe you do want to build a box and see kind of what your body would look like if you enter atmosphere and burn. Maybe that's why he killed the first Mr. Phillips.
Yeah.
Second Mr. Phillips died from intense freezing, so
These
either
are
hit
definitely...
the atmosphere or something. Who knows?
They're definitely proxies for himself.
I want to see this catapult. That looks awesome.
Yeah, that actually can
Like
get someone
hurtle you into the atmosphere.
well, we don't know where
Yeah.
that catapult was meant to go. We have no idea how he got Mr. Phillips into space.
Very
He was tied
true.
to a rope.
Very true.
So that would be a pretty long ass rope.
A really long ass rope.
It looked pretty long. I don't know.
So we went to the strangest funeral ever.
Yeah.
It
You're
was
getting ahead of it.
a-
So- We're introduced to a new character.
Okay, or not.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, you're introduced.
No, we're here.
Yeah, we're introduced to a new character.
We're in a phone booth.
Who's actually, I forget, something, Agent Blake,
Mm-hmm.
who is apparently the original, what's her character's name? Dr. Manhattan's original girlfriend.
Yeah.
Who was also an original Watchman.
Yeah, I think she had an affair with Owlman.
She had an affair with Owlman.
So yeah, she had the owl at the beginning, and Senator Keene said he could get an owl out of the cage, quote unquote. So, but she also was in love with Dr. Manhattan.
Yes, it's a weird menage a trois. So, anywho, she's now an FBI agent, and all I can say about her, lady's got sass.
Yeah, she's very sassy.
Sass coming out the wazoo. I mean, she is quick-witted, sharp, and yeah. So she gets this little bumpkin Petey, fanboy, lets us know about Ozymandias. They show up in Tulsa. Then, what do they do, Zach?
They have the most explosive funeral ever.
Explosive funeral.
Quite literally.
Quite literal. We get a cavalryman who...
clearly set up by Senator Ted Cruz. Sexy Ted Cruz. Sexy Ted.
Is that what we're going to call him?
Yeah.
Hashtag sexy
What do you call him? Sexy Ted?
Sexy Ted.
Sexy Okie Ted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Sexy Okie. That's
Okay,
good too.
sexy Yoki. Let's do that.
Because it's more of a Texas accent, dialect.
Then
It's
Oklahoma.
just
Well,
Right.
Oklahoma's like right there.
Yeah, it's true,
it's not
Andrew.
like-
it's right there. You're
It's not
right.
like
It's just
Texas
right
and
there.
Virginia. You know?
No, okay, that's true. It's not
It's like all the best of Texas, just not quite there.
all the
yet.
best of what?
Anyways, we digress. The funeral was explosive.
I still don't understand why Uncle Judd's coffin had to be thrown on top of the guy once he'd been put in the hole.
It stops any form of shrapnel coming up.
I guess. I mean, the shrapnel would have come out of... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Uncle Ted was a shrapnel now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Uncle
I mean,
Judd
like,
is now...
Uncle Judd, sorry.
Juice.
Well, I mean, he's just matter. I'm just glad they didn't bury
Hey,
him in his
Cyborg Man.
famous-
So Cyborg Man asks, does it feel like Watchmen yet? What do Watchmen feel like?
No.
Yeah. Have you seen all 3 episodes?
I
Does it
don't.
feel like Watchmen to you? Because I don't even remember the movie that well.
I do. I watched it recently.
Oh, yeah?
And
I gotta be quite honest. The movie left me at several points in time being like, "What the hell is going on?"
So
So,
in that,
yeah.
in that aspect, I agree.
Totally feels like it. Except I feel like I'm starting to see a little light, or at least somebody keeps telling me that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
You know what? This felt very Westworld.
Yeah,
Okay.
with
Phil-
all the confusion.
Well, because they keep dropping things.
Yeah, it's little drips
about
and
the
drops.
New reality.
Right.
But nothing. All the dots don't connect yet. You don't see the picture yet.
Right.
No.
Like Robert Redford being president for 30 years.
It's all inside information, and we're trying to just kind of
Yeah.
decipher.
We were told about a puzzle, and we're getting a piece at a time.
Right.
And hopefully by the end of the season, we'll have a picture.
But if you're like Westworld, you don't get any picture. Let's get a new puzzle.
You get a fuzzy.
Let's hope we're gonna get a picture.
Okay.
Well, Cyborg Man really liked the movie.
I do.
Cyborg Man,
also enjoyed the movie.
I enjoyed the film. I just don't remember.
Oh.
I should go back and watch it.
You should.
I should.
It is entertaining, but I agree. It's that constant. What the hell am I watching right now?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're
What is
watching it.
happening?
All of a sudden, some guys falling out of a window.
Yeah.
And then, you see some girls pissed off, and then you see some guy get ripped into blue things, and you see a lot of, inner mind dialogue. You see some guy with,
So we
wearing
have
a cape.
this new person, Kate Lonset. I don't know her name. She said Jeremy Irons can get it. What is he gonna get?
Listen.
It.
I love Jeremy Irons.
Thanks.
Love him to death. I just don't know what the hell he's doing on the show right now.
I think what I think.
I just don't know.
What do you mean by get it? I'm sorry.
Yeah. What is it?
I don't know.
Cat Lin. I don't know her last name.
Dude, just spell it out.
Lancaster.
It's Kate.
Oh, let's see.
Hi, Kate.
So Kate
Hi.
says Kate just said that she read the book and saw the movie. And
There's
she
a
doesn't
book?
remember anything.
Yes, there's a book.
So it's a comic book.
Oh, this no,
graphic
ma'am.
novel.
Ken Leicester, you cannot. There's no profanity. You can't.
I showed it.
You can't. Oh, she said he can get dick. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
I see.
Absolutely, yes.
I see.
Oh, I thought she was calling you a dick.
No, she says he can get it dick is what.
Got it.
Uh-huh. I didn't know there was a book.
Yes.
I didn't know there was a
It's a graphic
book.
novel.
It's a graphic novel.
How long? Is it long?
It's
A graphic novel.
Yeah.
Define long.
Is it over 400 pages?
Is it longer than Dr. Manhattan's
Thank you, Andrew. That was a joke. That's a joke. I was setting up for that joke.
Yes. Speaking of Dr. Manhattan's dick, apparently Sassy Pants
That's
gets
I don't know where that
a
goes.
frequent caller to Dr.
I think you know where that
Manhattan.
goes.
I did
Ooh, does it
not know.
vibrate? Was that like a battery attaching? Like
I don't know that was a prize. I think that's just something you can get. We joked that it was a prize, but I think it's just...
came in a pretty...
it came all right.
Whew.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's Dr. Manhattan's super ultimate.
He probably
Vibrator.
made it specifically for her before he left for Mars.
I gotta tell you, at
That's
first,
probably true,
at
too.
first I was like, oh, that's weird. You can get little, like, telephones shaped like the telephone booths. And then I was like, oh, when you put two together, yeah. And then it was just kind of like, wow. And then she went and jumped Petey's bones. You know?
Yep.
Was that Petey?
She had
That was
fanboy
Petey.
sex.
Does Petey size up?
No,
She had a smile on her face.
He
Ma'am,
probably
ma'am.
had to use that instead of his.
Well,
Oh, okay.
We don't know
Well, I
what
mean-
tool Petey used, but the tool pleased her because she was smiling.
No, now you see, was it
She-
Petey that she was interested in, or was it his Lone Ranger mask?
Or did she use it
It
on
don't
Petey?
matter. She was happy after her experience with Petey.
Did
He was
she-
wearing the mask.
Period.
He was wearing the mask, so
Yes,
I
he
think
was.
she was getting off on the I had sex with a vigilante.
Yeah.
In any case, she was happy. Oh God, Kate, you're just.
What is she saying?
So did she peg Petey?
Yes!
Yeah, immediately.
No, she just like
Oh.
opened up his door at night and said, "Let me lay down naked in your bed and wear your
But
mask."
did she? My question is, did she take in Dr. Manhattan with her?
Probably.
And who got Dr.
I
Manhattan?
mean, it's assumed.
She seems like a very dominant person.
Yeah, that's true. She could have used
You know,
it. Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan's tool could have pleased them both because we don't know Petey.
We don't know Petey. You're right. You're
Other
right.
than he spent so much time studying for his PhD, he probably didn't get a lot.
He
Yeah,
probably
he's got
didn't
a
get.
PhD in history, and he uses the digital slide projector.
with sound effects.
Makes no damn sense.
Yes, Cyborg. He blued her.
He blued her?
He blued her.
He blew her.
Oh, got you.
No, Dr. Manhattan blued her. Petey just,
Well, Dr. Manhattan blued her off, is what happened, and then Petey was left too.
I do remember that.
So anyway,
Moving on.
Agent,
Dr. Handheld.
Dr. Manhandled her. So Agent
manhandled. That's better.
Agent
That's
Phelps,
better,
what was
thank
her
you.
name? Sharon Tate. What?
Not Sharon Tate.
No.
Sharon Tate.
Sharon Osbourne.
Clearly, we
No.
all had a
Something
little too much
game.
to drink. Okay, what?
What?
What are we talking about?
Who are we
Cheryl.
talking about?
Bitch.
Our agent, Gene Smart.
Oh,
Agent Blake.
why did you say
Blake.
that?
Agent
Cheryl. Where'd you get Cheryl
Yeah.
from?
Paul.
Okay. Petey is. Oh, it's Petey. That well, see, we thought Don Johnson might be a follower, and Senator Ted Sexy Okie Cruz. He.
You are not making full sentences.
So they're followers of Rorschach.
Okay.
Or John Johnson.
Lori Blake.
Lori Blake.
Ken Leicester was paying attention.
Well, she's the one who takes notes, so she's glad she's joined us.
Got it. So yeah, questions about. So we definitely think Sexy Ted Cruz is in on it. We think.
Absolutely.
We
You
think.
think he's a cavalry member?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I think
Okay.
he's. I think he is. I think he like a certain politician in the White House currently. I think he panders to an extremist sensibility.
Melania?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, except for
Exactly
I
correct.
don't think, except for this is different. I don't think he's pandering to that sensibility. I think he's
Actively.
gaslighting the people to get himself into office, and then he'll turn around and say, "Oh, by the way."
So you're saying he's more intelligent about it?
Yeah, like he's like against the cavalry.
He's actually just playing dumb.
Yes.
Well, not dumb,
Well.
but against.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's saying, "Oh, the cavalry, we have to get them. Oh, save my life. Elect me president." And they'd be like, "Oh, here, cavalry. Here's the key to the nation."
I just think he's just
Redford nations be gone.
he's just too handsome to be a politician. You know what I mean? I don't trust him.
Really?
Because he's young.
He's just handsome enough. Like I don't know why I trust
Justin
him.
Trudeau.
He's handsome enough so that you don't look at him and cringe. Well, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
Well, but also a bad
Wait, no,
accent
I
boy,
remember that.
Kate, usually takes his shirt off in shows. So we're waiting.
Andrew's waiting.
I'm waiting too.
Andrew has a laundry list.
Yeah, no, but you want politicians that you don't cringe
Yes.
at when you look at them.
His
That's what I was
accent
trying to say.
is, in fact, not his dialect is not the best.
He was trying hard to sound like a Southern.
His owl was like most telling.
Okay, so here's a question: do we know what his actual background?
Oh, he's probably
is?
British.
Is he?
I don't know.
Oh wait, hold
Andrew?
on. I have
Andrew?
IMDb.
Andrew just has his Andrew just has his topless list. He doesn't
I've
have.
seen him in 3 different shows.
Andrew doesn't care where he's from.
Please.
Anyway.
Okay, so I haven't seen the show, obviously. So like we're in current day, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
His name is James Wolk, and he was born in Michigan.
Oh, that's why.
His family is Jewish.
That's why he's trying so hard. He's from Michigan.
He's from Michigan.
Yeah.
You gotta try hard for Michigan.
He had Tourette syndrome at a young
accent.
age.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just.
yeah.
Tourette's to me is
All right.
one of those goofy things.
That's everything.
One of what?
One of those goofy
Kate just
things.
doesn't like
When I
his
think of Tourette's,
dialect.
I think of like.
It's okay, honey.
Johnny
I don't like
Knoxville.
it either.
All right, I think
Yeah,
we're done. I think we're good. Andrew,
Oh, that's it?
I think that's
that it?
everything.
Oh, don't forget the car came back.
The car.
Oh, the car.
Yeah, the space
The
jump.
car that took away. All right,
Wheelchair
someone who's
man.
killing it in this show is Louis Gossett Jr.
Will.
Who is he? How do I know
you
him?
keep saying that name. I don't know what that means.
He was kind of big in the 70s and 80s. He did
Okay.
Roots,
Mm.
you know, and but you
He
you
was
look him
in
up, you go like,
Roots.
oh, I saw that.
Like Roots created the miniseries. Like they were miniseries.
yeah.
Oh well, he was in Jaws 3D.
Hey.
There you
So
go.
my question to everybody still watching, and just we don't have to respond right now. Leave it in the comments. We're gonna think about this. This is our homework.
Oh.
How do
Homework?
you successfully
Shit.
arrest a person in a wheelchair?
Oh, you're gonna ask that question still?
Yeah, I'm curious. If anybody knows how you apprehend a person in a wheelchair, let me know in the
Well,
comment
a lot
section
of people
below.
are cuffed with their arms in front, so maybe just cuff their arms.
But they
in
could
their
still
lap.
wheel.
How do
Not
you?
you can't wheel a wheelchair if your arms are cuffed in front of
You
you.
can scoot.
No.
Oh wow!
Scoot.
I love the suggestions came up. How do you arrest someone with one arm? How do you arrest someone with no hands?
Oh, these conundrums. All right, so we'll answer these questions later, Andrew.
We're the Knights of Drug Watch.
And now our talk
has
has
ended.
All right, Andrew's doing a watch. We're doing a
talk.
talk.
Zach was done.
Whatever we're doing.
Whatever. We're watching, talking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good night, everybody.
Hard seltzer.
3 hard seltzers.
Good night.
Well, I only had one.
Oh.
Hey, Truly, you
I
can
have a
sponsor
buzz.
us.
A hard seltzer.
I know after 2 I didn't have a buzz. So, but they were space.